जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंह देव भगवान की, निताई गौर सुंदर की, पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। Turning from Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 24, entitled as Chanting the Song Sung by Lord Shiva, text number 47 and 48. Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Priti prahasita pangam alkai rupa sobhitam lasat pankaj kinjalka dukulam mishta kundalam spurata kirita valaya hara nupura mekhalam sankha chakra gada padma mala mani uttamardhimat priti prahasita pangam. This is the outcome, that develop attraction for the Lord just by seeing the form of the Lord. Not his teeth are not beautiful. The Lord is, you can understand his love, his smile, and while he's smiling, he is giving a sidelong glances upon his devotees. Prabhupada is writing in the purport that this is especially sidelong glances, and this is especially applies to the dealings with the gopis. See how Krishna lifted Govardhan hill. All the Gopas, Gopis, they all got together to be together for 7 days and 7 nights. They had the full opportunity to see the form of the Lord continuously. So there it's mentioned that the Lord was very pleased to be with all his devotees together, and he was throwing his sidelong glances upon all his devotees. And this further described, his hair is curly. You see that curly hair. His garment, the Lord is wearing pitambara. So the pitambara is matching with this looks like a saffron. This lotus flower, they will have a pollen that also is a similar color, like saffron color. Today we have given the dress of the Lord also similar to that, the pollen, flying saffron pollen. So the Lord's this clothes, upper garments is waving in the wind, and it is appearing like a flying saffron pollen from the lotus flower. And he is having a glittering earrings. The Lord is having a makarakrita kundalam. His earrings are generally shaped like a crocodile, and this all glittering. It's all made with the valuable jewels, pearls, rubies, diamond, like that, chintamani. So whenever there is some sunshine is falling, his earrings are glittering. And similarly, his helmet is shining, and he has a bangles. Is wearing garland, ankle bells, waist belt, and various other bodily ornaments. So describe the Lord. Actually, when the Lord wears the ornaments, ornaments becomes more beautiful, because Lord body is so wonderful that when the ornaments are put on the transcendental body of the Lord, the beauties of the ornament is actually increased. Therefore, he is called ornament of ornament. So says here that the various ornaments on the Lord combined with the marks of Sankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. So Prabhupada is telling these are the different things Krishna keeps in his hand, or these are the marks on his hand also. So this combined with the Kaustubha pearl, the Lord is wearing necklace necklace of Kaustubha. Kaustubha is a very nice, wonderful transcendental jewel the Lord has on his chest. So all this together is intensifying the beauty of the Lord. This is what is the subject matter Lord Shiva is meditating, and he is uh, similarly asking Prachetas to meditate on this form. See that how when Tukaram Maharaj he was performing Kirtan for final time when before leaving. It was such an intense Kirtan he was doing, and he has already had a hint that this time he is going to leave to Vaikuntha. So the Kirtan was going very intensely, and the Vimana came from the Vaikuntha, and on the Vimana there were Vishnu Dutas. So seeing the Vishnu Dutas, they also looks like Lord. So their bodily features are similar to the Lord. So seeing this, he became so ecstatic, and there's so wonderful Kirtan he did at that time, describing the same thing is what is mentioned here, that they are having Sankha Chakra Gada Padma, the helmet is shining, their bangles is their curly hairs, all the same similar descriptions he had there. So this is the form of the Lord is not material, it is transcendental. And further, before this few verses, we can see where the Lord Shiva is glorifying the form of the Lord. She is saying that, my dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that your very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form, for only that form worshipped by devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. So the Lord is having unlimited forms. It says that like there is a waves in ocean, there are forms of the Lord. And the devotees, they like to see this form of the Lord. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hidayesu vilokayanti yam syama sundram achintya guna swarupam govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami nanavatara makaroda bhuvanesu kintu Krishna swayam sambhavata paramapumanayo govindam adipurusham tamaham bhajami. They are unlimited forms of the Lord. They are all transcendental. And as soon as the devotees meditate on these forms of the Lord, they develop the ecstatic symptoms. It is so because the devotees, the heart is filled with love for Krishna, love for Lord. And because of that love, they are just not able to withdraw their eyes from the form of the Lord. So this is very important to understand that because the devotees are born with the Lord in loving affairs, so they are able to appreciate the form of the Lord. On the other hand, because conditional states, living entity, have forgotten that loving sentiments, so when they come to the Lord, also they see around and they forget to see the form of the Lord. Or even if they see the Lord, they want to just quickly leave the place. Because that absence of loving sentiments, because devotees, they have love for the Lord, all the forms of the Lord seems transcendental, very very much attractive. Like we see there is a form of the Lord Varahadev. It's actually the form of the Lord is transcendental, and really actually it is attractive. Varahadev, and then tortoise, and then fish incarnation, then horse incarnations, Hayagriva form. So they all, there's so many unlimited forms, and each of the forms of the Lord is actually attracts the mind and senses of the devotees. Uh, so in the material world also we see a person's wife may be very ugly, but he appreciates, he likes his wife. So because there is some attraction is there. Similarly, in the heart of devotees are attracted towards the Lord. So naturally they are very attracted. And actually the form of the Lord is beautiful, it is transcendental. So here the Lord Shiva is telling that, my dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that your very devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form. For only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. So this is a peculiarity of the senses, that senses can never be satisfied. It is compared like a blazing fire. In the blazing fire, how much ever ghee we pour, that will increase only. Similarly, the senses or the mind is like this. How much ever we try to satisfy the senses by connecting with the objects of sense gratification, senses will remain more and more dissatisfied. So always one person remains dissatisfied. It is said that if lust is satisfied, then it turns into greed. And if it is not satisfied, only two options is there, then it turns into anger. So this kama, krodha, lobha, we always remain subjected. So senses can really be satisfied only when it is connected with the Lord. So when one meditates on the form of the Lord, actually one's mind can become peaceful, satisfied. Otherwise we will keep burning in dissatisfaction. Always there will be hankering. The senses hankering can be made to full stop by engaging all the senses in the service of the Lord. Rishikena rishikesa sevanam bhakti uchyate. This is how bhakti is also said, that one engages all his senses in the service of the Lord. Then it's further Lord Shiva is telling that Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season. As the rainfall glisten, his bodily features also glisten. Indeed, he is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord has 4 arms and an executively beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals, a beautiful highly raised nose, a mind-attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. So this is the Lord's Sarupa, the Lord's form. Lord is Satchidananda. We are living entities, we are also Satchidananda. Particularly this form, when we are in the body, is material. But whenever Lord is appearing, he is appearing in his own self, in Satchidananda form. There is no difference between the Lord and his body. So this form of the Lord is being described. This is, we can never understand unless this is described by great authorities, it's revealed by the Lord. Otherwise there is no way to understand this. The unlimited Lord from whom everything comes, Janmadhyasa Yata, the whole material manifestation is coming from the Lord. And that God is person, and his persona, how we can understand? This is not possible because we are infinitesimal. Only by mercy, kind mercy of devotees of the Lord who has experienced, who has seen this form, when they reveal, we get to know. So, though we do not have first-hand experience of the form of the Lord, but by this study of Srimad Bhagavatam uh, and by the Lord Shiva's description, we have opportunity to know the form of the Lord, and we can meditate, and that meditation actually immediately raise ourselves to the highest level of understanding of absolute truth. Krishna is telling this understanding comes after many births. When the jnanis, they perfect in their understanding, then only they get this understanding. And for us, we are getting this because we are getting to hear from the right source. This is our great fortune. So after knowing this, we should try to meditate on this form of the Lord. We should try to meditate this form of the Lord, see the deities, take darshan of the deities, and meditate form of the Lord whenever it is possible. So it describes the beauty of the Lord resembles dark cloud during the rainy season. So this is only a comparison is given. The Lord form is like a complexion is like a dark cloud, but the complexion of the Lord is completely unique. This is not material. The dark cloud comparison is just to give us a hint to understand. Similarly, the Lord, how the Lord is is snigdha. The Lord is there is a glistening on his bodily features. It is not rough or dry. There is some glistening, there is shining on his body, and he is sum total of all beauties. All the forms, all the bodily limbs of the Lord are transcendental and well shaped. So actually there is some figure we have in our mind, and with that we try to imagine the form of the Lord. But the super excellency of the Lord can never be imagined. It is completely unique, transcendental. Only by the mercy of the Lord or his devotees we can have that real experience. You know how Dhruva Maharaj was like Lord Shiva is informing about the form of the Lord to Pracheta. Similarly, Dhruva Maharaj was informed by Lord Narad Muni. So he described the form of the Lord and he gave him mantra, chant this, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and meditate form of the Lord. Then he was meditating as told by Narad Muni. He followed exactly, and very quickly he was able to see the Lord. He was such apt in his meditation, he was seeing the Lord inside his heart. And he became so absorbed that it seems that he stopped breathing, and because he stopped breathing, the whole consciousness, all universal consciousness was getting intensified there, and because of his breathing stopped, the whole thing got stopped, and everywhere people started feeling suffocating, especially devas. So they went and approached the Lord, and then just to relieve them, the Lord appeared out from his meditation. He was already there in his meditation. The same Lord was present inside the meditation in the Chitta, consciousness of Dhruva Maharaj, but he just come out of it. So Dhruva Maharaj was perplexed where the Lord has disappeared. In this perplexed state, he opened his eyes and he saw the same Lord is standing there. Whatever was described by Narad Muni and the form which he was meditating in his heart, the Lord was exactly like that. Exactly, says some 100% was like that only. So whatever is described here by Lord Shiva, the form of the Lord is actually like that. So seeing this, so far he was able to only meditate. Now when he saw the Lord, he was able to touch him. So it's described that he was just bowing down and kissing the lotus feet of the Lord, and he's hugging the Lord. He was so ecstatic that all the Ashta Sattvic Vikara was there in his body. And after all these exchanges and reciprocation from the Lord, he wants to glorify the Lord. But being a small boy who has not gone to even Gurukula, he does not know how to use the proper words. So the Lord understood this awkward position and he blessed him. So by the blessings of the Lord, he started glorifying the Lord in choicest poetry. Dhruva's prayer, we can see that. And just by seeing the form, seeing the Lord, he actually forgot all his material ambitions. And he thought that whatever ambitions we had was nothing actually. I got blessed, got favored by the Lord unlimitedly. I was looking for some material position which anyway is going to be destroyed. The material position, like material body or material universe, has beginning and end. So I have now seen the Lord, who is a transcendental and sum total of all beauty. There is nothing more excellent than him. So what is use of anything else? I should always have this. So he is saying the Lord that when I got this excellent jewel, then why I should I don't want any other boon. Kirtartho asmin swamin varam nayache. And then, but somehow or other, since he had this material ambitions, the Lord actually granted that. And then later Dhruva Maharaja was regretting, why after all I had this kind of material ambitions. If I would have not at all had this, then I was always stayed with the Lord. Now I have to stay back in this material world because I am holding this material ambition. So I was regretting like that. So we see this just by meditating on this form of the Lord, we can purify ourselves. We can satisfy our all material, all the ambitions are automatically satisfied. The senses becomes completely satisfied and fulfilled. So this is the beauty. This transcendental form of the Lord is nectar, which grants one the Vaikuntha Loka, the eternal abode of the Lord. Just this form of the Lord is the real object of meditation. So this is described by Lord Shiva. The gopis were so much absorbed in seeing the form of the Lord that they will complain that Lord Brahma has his design is not perfect because he has Lord Syama Sundara is our eyes. Actually, we are able to live because we are able to see him through these eyes. But he has given this eyebrow, which keeps falling, and we are not able to, for fraction of moment, we are not able to see the Lord. So they keep complaining to Lord Brahma that his design is not perfect because they are so much liking the form of the Lord that they don't want to miss that even for a moment, even for a nimisha. So that is the beauty of the Lord's form. Really, we see how Mother Yasoda and all the mother gopis, they will be waiting to see the form of the Lord when the Lord will come back. And all the time they will be meditating on the Lord's form when he was away from home. He was in the forest tending the cows. And so wonderfully it is described that the Lord's form is always beautiful, but when he returns after tending the cows, his body is covered with the dust of cow hoofs from the cows, coming from the hoofs of the cows, and that increases his beauty unlimitedly. So they are very much eager to see that Lord returning Godhuli time, the Sandhya time, and his transcendental body is covered with the dust of Vrindavan. This is how their object of meditation was. They are completely absorbed. Similarly, we see that how Lord, when left Vrindavana, went to Mathura. So on the way, whoever was looking towards the Lord was not able to withdraw his eyes. They were completely absorbed seeing the Lord. And the chariot was moving and they were just, their whole body was turning around that. Just seeing the Lord, and as long as Lord has disappeared, they just kept on seeing Him. And young girls in Mathura, when they saw the Lord, they all fainted. They completely fainted, became unconscious. So this is the beauty of the Lord is undescribable, so wonderful. Grantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patit Panchla Pupad ki jai, Nitai Gaur Sundar ki jai.